Hey, it's Randy at funeralfunds.com. In this video, I'm going to show you the actual cost for $20,000 worth of burial, cremation, final expense, life insurance, or funeral funds for a 76-year-old male. Now, first thing you need to understand is you can go directly to our website at funeralfunds.com. Just click on this free quoter. You select the state that you live in. We are licensed in all 50 states, by the way. And you select the coverage. Put in your birthday, the rest of the info, click Get Quotes Now. It will take you to a page that's going to show you all the best insurance companies in your state and all the best pricing, and you will be an exceptionally smart consumer at that point. And we're going to show you that quoter in just a moment. Now, you can also call us at our toll-free number, 888-862-9456, and talk with one of our agents as well. So the first thing you need to ask yourself as a 76-year-old male is, is $20,000 worth of final expense insurance going to be appropriate for your needs? Now, typically that's going to be a cremation or a burial. So the average cost of a cremation right now in the United States is between $1,000 to $2,000. And that's if you just come home in a cardboard box or an urn. And if you're going to have some sort of ceremony, celebration of life, get together, remembrance ceremony, that's probably going to be around $3,500 to $4,500, including the cremation. So if that's the case, we typically wouldn't recommend $20,000 worth of insurance. If you're just going to get cremated, come home in a cardboard box or an urn, probably $5,000 to $7,000. That kind of leaves some extra money in there as you get older, maybe age 76, maybe get up to 86, that it's going to cover the cost of inflation so your family doesn't have to pay for this. If something happens sooner, there's a little extra money to be left behind to take care of any final expenses, medical bills, anything like that. If you're going to have that cremation and that ceremony, maybe $7,000 to $10,000. Kind of does the same thing, just inflation proofs the plan. But if you die sooner, there's a little extra money to take care of some other bills. A lot of times people would approach us and say, yeah, but I want to leave money for my kids. Can I get $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000? To which point we would say, at age 76, the insurance is probably getting a little bit more expensive. Most of the people we work with are on a fixed or limited income, so we really want to be respectful of their budget dollars. And our belief is get just enough insurance to do the job and not be overinsured. And that way you have more money in your pocket on a monthly basis and a yearly basis. And you can spend that money on yourself or your family or your kids and create those memories that you'll enjoy for the rest of your life, but also create those memories they will enjoy for the rest of their lives. So, yeah, we're not big believers in overinsuring. Now, if you're going to be buried, the average cost of a burial right now in the United States is right around $10,000. And that's not going to be anything fancy. I can assure you of that. But if you walk into a funeral home, pretty much anywhere in the United States with a $10,000 check, they will get the job done for you for the most part. Just understand it won't be any fancy, but are they going to take that check or are they going to let that check walk down the road to their competitors, right? So just understand at age 76, it's probably going to be enough for right now. But if you're going to make it to age 86, it's not going to be enough in the future. So typically we would recommend somewhere between $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, depending on your budget. If your budget's tight, just get $10,000. Get what you can afford right now. We can always help you add more coverage later. And but don't overinsure, because we don't want you to get something too expensive and not be able to afford it later down the line. But we can help you understand your needs there. So one thing we always recommend is first day coverage or benefits. And the reason that's important, at age 76, nobody knows when they're going to die. It could be 20 seconds, could be 20 years. But first day coverage means that if your plan started today, if it was approved today and you passed away tomorrow, the insurance company would pay out the whole $20,000 to your family, whoever your beneficiary is. That's what you want. You do not want a 2-year waiting period plan. I'll go into that in just a minute, but you don't want a 2-year waiting period plan. So a lot of people would say, hey, I want that first day coverage, but I know they ask health questions. And, I've got some health issues at age 76. And to that, we would say, hey, your health is our problem, not your problem. We work with enough different insurance companies. We're getting first day coverage or benefits 90 to 95% of the time. The only reason we wouldn't be able to get you first day coverage is if you had some really significant health issues, like maybe you had a terminal illness and you're going to pass away in the next 12 months, or maybe you had dementia or you're on dialysis or in a hospital or in a nursing home. So if you had some really significant health issues, we would probably just refer you off to a different insurance company, help you out that way. The other thing that can happen, it seems like this happens every week to us. Somebody will call us and say, hey, we had a family member pass away this last week, and they didn't have any insurance, and we don't have any money, and now their body's down at the funeral home, and the funeral director's not going to do anything. The darn funeral director's not going to do anything until he gets a check in his hands. And so we need to really get this insurance fast so that we can get a check in our hands to get into the hands of the funeral director. And to that, we have to say, unfortunately, there's no insurance company in the United States that's going to issue an insurance policy on somebody who's already died. It does not work out that way. And, it's just terrible that the person who died had the choice to care enough about their family to get this taken care of in advance, and they chose not to do it. And that's going to be their legacy for the rest of their life. When their name comes up, people are going to think about them as the person who left these bills behind for their family to pay and to suffer emotionally trying to figure that out. So don't do that. Don't do that to your family and loved ones. Insurance is affordable. You know you're going to die. You know this day is coming. Don't pass your responsibility on to somebody else and burden them both financially and emotionally. Don't be that person. Now, one thing we don't recommend is those plans with 2-year waiting periods. Now, Colonial Penn is one of the more well-known companies, and I'm sure that's just because they advertise on TV all the time. Seems like they've got a commercial on TV every 7 minutes. But those 2-year waiting period plans, they won't pay out in the first 2 years if you die of a health or medical reason. And really, what's kind of the main reason you're going to die at age 76? Probably a health or medical reason. So, yeah, we don't recommend 2-year waiting period plans at all. Colonial Penn offers them with their $9.95 plan. And there's other companies like Mutual of Omaha, United of Omaha, they're lying there, AIG, Gerber, and a host of other insurance companies that some of these companies have done an incredible job of convincing the American public that if you're over age 50, the only thing you'll qualify for is a plan with a 2-year waiting period. To which we go, don't believe such nonsense, because we help people with first day coverage all day long. So don't fall for such silly marketing. So let's take a look at the Colonial Penn here while we're here. A lot of 76-year-old males would think, you know what? I outsmarted the insurance company. I've waited until age 76, and now I saw this commercial on TV, and it's talking about $9.95. And I'm probably going to get $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, maybe even $50,000 for $9.95. I'm such a smarty pants. And then they talk with the Colonial Penn agent, or they go on the Colonial Penn website, like I've done here, and they see that a male, age 76, 1 unit of coverage, $9.95 is going to get you 1 unit, $521. Now, who outsmarted who? So, yeah, $521, that's not even going to pay for a cremation anywhere that I know of in the United States. And it really doesn't matter because it's a 2-year waiting period. It's not going to pay out anything for 2 years if you die of a health or medical related cause of death. So, do you think when you're on the phone with somebody that there's a possibility that, one of these insurance companies that offers prices like this is going to try to upsell you, knowing that $521 is just not going to take care of most people's financial needs? Probably. So you got to be very cautious of these low teaser rates from many different companies out there. But let's see. The max the Colonial Penn offers is 15 units. So you're not even going to be able to get $20,000 through Colonial Penn. In fact, 15 units right here, $7,815. That's going to be $150 a month. Is that a good deal? Well, I don't know. It's certainly not $20,000. Let's see what $20,000 would cost in first day coverage. $20,000, male, age 76. Here we go. Let's again take a look here. It's roughly $7,800. It's going to be roughly $150. We can get $20,000 for right around $206. There's different companies out here. In this case, we would definitely recommend Trinity Life. We get many more approvals from them, and great after policy follow-up. And a lot of times it's if something's within $1, you're better off going with the better company. And we can get a same-day approval over the phone with this insurance company, which is terrific. We work with them. We would highly recommend them. But if you're looking at this, $149 for $7,800, you could get $20,000 for $206. And maybe that $206 doesn't fit your budget. Maybe you have to bring that down to $15,000 or maybe even $10,000. Just remember, if all you can afford is $10,000, get $10,000. You can always add more coverage later. But you can see that you're getting, man, I don't know, is that like 60% less coverage? And, this is only $50 more. Why would you get $7,815 and pay $150 when for just a little bit more, you could get $20,000 for $206? Even if you had to lower this down to like around $150, that would probably be $15,000 or so. And, now you've got really double the coverage that you've got with a Colonial Penn here. So just be a smart consumer. Let's just watch out for those teaser rates, $9.95 and all that other stuff. Let's look at some other insurance companies here. Let's see. Go here. Like Lincoln Heritage. They're a good company, I guess. They're more expensive. Level coverage, that's good though, right? But like Lincoln Heritage has a thing where when you pass away, they will call 2 or 3 different funeral homes to kind of like get you the best pricing or something like that. Maybe do a couple of other things, but they charge a lot of money for that. They charge extra for that. So that's $273 versus a lower price company would be $206. That's roughly $70 a month. That'd be like $840 a year. That'd be an extra $8,400 roughly over 10 years if you make it to age 86. So you got to ask yourself, is it worth paying an insurance company, an extra $8,400 roughly to call 2 or 3 funeral homes and maybe do a couple other things? That seems like a lot of money. We think you'd be better off keeping that money in your own pocket and spending it on yourself or spending it on your family, creating memories while you're here. So to help you do that, we actually provide a free funeral and estate planning guide. And all you do is you just download that and print it out off our website. And you just fill out who gets what goes where, and what you want done after you're gone. And that way, when you pass away, your family, all they have to do is just execute your final wishes that you've written down for them. And they will have the peace of mind knowing that they've done everything that you wanted after you passed away and that you've provided for them. You've provided the money with the insurance policy, but you've also provided the directions so they know exactly what to do. And what a wonderful gift to leave behind. And what a wonderful way of saying, hey, I loved you and I'm looking out for you even when I'm not here. So there's other companies too that you can look at here. Lumico's $235 versus $205. So that's roughly, or $206, roughly $30 more a month. You'd overpay $360 a year. After 10 years, you'd overpay $3,600 roughly. Why would you go with a company that's going to overcharge you an extra $3,600 a year after 10 years? Just be a smart consumer. We can help you be a smart consumer. Give us a call. You can go to our website, fill out a quote here. You can call us at 888-862-9456, talk with one of our agents. Whether you've got an existing policy and you just want to price shop it and see if you can get lower pricing or see about adding coverage to your existing policy, we can help you out there. If you're looking for a brand new policy, we can help you out there. If you just want information or help or support or have any questions at all, we can help you out there too. So we look forward to getting to help you at some point in the future, getting to meet you, getting to know you and help you out with this. Until that day comes, you stay safe, you take care, and you have a nice day. Bye-bye.